Walking alone at night, glowing eyes and large wings.
In chat. Chat, oh shit, chat. Nah, god damn it. I lost everybody. It makes me sad. That was pretty cool. More spooky stories while playing Hollow Knight. Hope to see you guys there again. Sorry for the inconvenience. Ouch, you fucking cocksucker. Rin, come on, Rin! Ah! Pink, pink! Ouchie. Should I just fight the BBL demon, bro? I thought the BBL demon would be less hard than this. don't need rosaries, do I? Chad, do I have rosaries? I think I have rosaries. Fuck, bitch! Oh, shit. Ah! Fucking bastard ass. Ah. All day, liar, killer, demon, down to the river, to the riverside, the slum ones and evil lighter, liar, killer, demon. River of sweet freedom, sweet freedom, we're free, free. Oh, you feel this haunting presence. Fire, killer, demon, back to the river on a summer's and be real light on fire, killer. The rivers of the sweet freedom, free freedom, we're free. I guess I'll just wait for people to join chat, if anybody does. I blame you, hazy. Yeah, we trusted Hollywood. I know you and told you you were the biggest face out there. Now I've gone to Hollywood. Just like you, I make you. I want to view in disgusting ways. You should have never trusted Hollywood. The wall, building 10 feet tall. All you maggots smoking fags outside Set Hollywood Boulevard. This is my new age. This is my. Wave 'em like you just don't care. You maggots smoking fags outside the Sunset Boulevard. Oh, Only people come to play. I'm the staring. Only people come to play. Dropping weed. Can be dropping the weeds. Boulevard. You better smoking bags of guns on Sunset Boulevard. Should have never trusted Hollywood. What's up, chat members? I'm waiting for somebody to join. I'm trying to go back to where we were. It's my bad, chat. Alright, alright, mister. Who's in chat right now? So I got a few things to actually got a better way to plan how tonight might go out, depending on how things do go out. I wasn't really expecting that phone call. You know, everyone got a little bored, but it's my bad. Hopefully this time around I can actually be show you guys, you know. Would you guys like to leave? Would you guys like to hear a ghost story or a legend? Cause I got two. I got both locked and loaded for y'all. So let me know. Let me know what you guys feel like. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought was gonna happen today. Makes me a little disappointed. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day. She'll be bound. Today I never best. Anyone back in chat? Anybody? And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hand and walk away. Oh, there's my guys back. I'm starting to finally get chat back. Let's go. Sorry about earlier, y'all. Didn't mean to like leave like that. Just the homie called and you know wanted to talk for a second. Glad I got my boys back. I got my boys back though. Hell yeah. I don't know who's all there yet, but once everyone's settled in, ready to chat. Would you guys like to hear another cryptid? Would you guys like to hear another ghost story, let me know. Which one would you guys prefer? I would love to talk. I love to talk to you guys. It's like my favorite thing to do is talk to you guys. So I was thinking I'd tell a ghost story or a cryptid story each time I fail to said boss, because I'm probably gonna fail a lot. Also, I think I might not fight this boss anymore, chat. I think I might go fight a different one. I fuck this boss a little hard. But let me give it a time. Let me give it time. Ouchie. Nope. Uh-oh. Ah, you fucking bastard. I fucked up. I did not fuck up. I fucked up. Double fuck up. Ah! Hate that. Ah, that's the shit that gets me every time, bro. I jump the slash and then that shit gets me. I feel like I should go somewhere else. I think I'd rather just fight the BBL boss. I can go cop. Brother. Okay. Fuck you. I make my way to blasted steps. That's easy. I could do that. Wait a minute. Yo. Chat, you all there? Who's all there? Say hi. I wanna know if you guys are regulars or what's going on. We'll get some opinions flowing in here, y'all. I wanna, what's it called? I wanna actually conversate and be like, talk about some stories like we were originally doing about like some ghost stories or whatnot. I was gonna talk about another ghost story while I'm here. But I also make sure like who's there because I don't want to like repeat the same stories, you know, and like make somebody re-listen to a story they already heard. I've only talked about one or two stories so far, but still, they're all very fascinating to me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just realized that bench will bloop, 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 might be the best bench here. Alright, blasted steps it is. Well, I guess I'll talk about my opinions on Bigfoot right now, since no one said anything yet. But my opinions on Bigfoot is that out of all the cryptids that exist, Bigfoot's the most likely to exist. Now hear me out. Reason being is like, if you believe in a fucking giant flying moth, which would be Mothman, but then you don't believe in something that would be like Bigfoot, just a giant ape. If Bigfoot were to exist, all it would be is just an unidentified species of greater ape that has just yet to been discovered. That's all it would be. And to specify what a greater ape is, because I'm such a fucking goddamn nerd, obviously there's apes like chimps, orangutans, right? And then you got greater apes like fucking gorillas, and well, actually I think chimps actually might fall into that category, but I could be wrong. Honestly, it's been a while. Anyways, not important. What's important is it would be an unidentified species of greater ape. We're even a greater ape. We count as a greater ape, going by that logic. We are a greater ape, going by this logic. If you believe in that all animal or all humans are animals, which I do personally. But yeah, that's my opinion. He's not that far-fetched. It's far-fetched. Yeah, it's Greymore, I guess, right?
Ada!
Play. Play. That's what that shit reminds me of. Greymoor, bitch. That's basically my opinion on Bigfoot, though. That being said, cryptids and ghosts and paranormal in general are very fascinating, very much so. And it's the spooky season, so that's why I like to tell the stories. I'm assuming new people keep dropping in because I feel like if they were regulars, they would have commented by now on like talking about like what to talk about. So I'm a little confused on that aspect. I love the violin so much. It's one of my guilty instruments. I love it so much. Such a good instrument. It's raining. It's raining, chat. If you look closely, you can see raindrops hitting her shell. The music's so beautiful. So relaxing, honestly. I don't know what it is. It's just bliss. It's peaceful. It's quiet. Really doesn't get very many of those days, y'all. It really doesn't. I try, but I don't. It's nice to kind of just take it all in for a second. Listen to the music. Listen to the raindrops. Even if it is just a game. Look at the windmill in the background, the fireflies, and what should be a street lamp is just aesthetically very much pleasing. It's beautiful. The bamboo that I'm walking on. And the little leaves floating up. The amazing ass violin. Oh chat, let's go. Sarion and Down, let's go. Glad to see you guys back. Sorry about earlier. Just the homie called. Alright, back on track, shall we? Oh, I gotta hear this part one more time. I'll talk while listening to it, though. God, I love this game. It makes me happy. Would you guys like to hear a cryptid story? Or would you guys like to hear a ghost story next? I'm curious. Cryptids being Bigfoot, you know, Mothman, etc., whatnot. And then, ghost story obviously being anything from paranormal to demon to maybe even shadow people. I've heard a lot of different stories. I'm gonna honestly, instead of I'm gonna say paranormal and unexplained, because just unexplained this shit, you know? I feel like it's a better way to word that. Yeah, me too, bro. I think they finally got the hint, huh, Cyclops? Finally got the hint to just please leave me alone. I have nothing to even do with what's going on. I don't get why I'm being harassed. It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, it's Venom. What's up, Venom? We got Venom in the chat. Just in case something bad happens to me while I'm gone, I'm going to make sure that I rest. Alright guys, I'll talk about a ghost story then. On the other side. So I got a ghost story for y'all. And this comes from, oh, actually I gotta think about what ghost story I want to tell. So many good ones, honestly. Would be a good one. Now my brain's like trying to actually think of a good ghost story I've heard of. Like I'm having a little bit of a brain fart moment. Okay, must make it up to there. Okay, so comes to ghost stories. Just there's so many. I just pick one. Hey, I think I'm gonna go with one of my friend Nathan's. This is unexplained. This is kind of hard to call a ghost story, all right, guys. So bear with me. I'm gonna call this an unexplained phenomenon. Oh, what's up, Kina? We got Vile, we got Kina, we got Venom, Cyclops, Dan, Sarion. What's up, guys? But so this unexplained phenomenon goes like this. A couple friends of mine I'm still friends with, very close friends. They've told me a couple stories about how, like, back at the house I was talking about earlier, you know, the one where I had my experience when I heard someone whisper in my ear and shit. They had basically, they told me how, like, there was this dog that would come into the backyard sometimes, and they never touched it at all. But they kind of all got, like, this feeling of, like, almost dread from seeing it. That, like, it didn't look like a, like, it looked like a normal dog, but just something felt off about it, like the aura, its juju, something. Just the vibe didn't just feel right. It just didn't feel normal. And that they'd see this from, like, time to time. It would appear, you know, to them every now and then and whatnot. They weren't sure what was up with that. They're not even sure whether or not it's a real dog. And that's what kind of the whole story's about. Is they even saw a cat. Even my ex at the time reported seeing the same cat with only one eye, and it would kind of have the same vibe to it. Like, it just, something was about it just didn't feel right. But it didn't do anything bad. It was just, its presence just didn't feel normal or natural, if that makes any sense. And that they both, like, my ex had told me about the cat and the dog, and then my friend had told me about the dog and the cat, and then it was one of those things where, like, I know, like, they both wouldn't be lying to me about it. One of them might have been, but both? No. So that's what made my brain go wander. But, yeah, it's just, could have been a ghost cat, could have been a ghost dog, or I guess maybe it's just a regular dog and a regular cat, and just something about it just kind of fell off. I don't know, it's one of those, I don't know, it's weird, but, you know, it's hard to call ghost. It's definitely unexplainable, you know, it's weird. I can't think of very many times I've been around animals, 'cause I love animals, where I've kind of felt just uneasy or unsafe for that matter. I haven't really had that happen. It's not that it can't, it's just I haven't had it happen. Yeah, so that's one story. That comes from my friend Nathan, the guy with the house, with all the weird shit. Damn, that shit's good. That rings hella good. Oh my god, chat. I didn't even realize how good that ring was till now. See you, bitch. Hey, what's up, guys? Still waiting on those roach guts you promised us. Okay, yeah, that's right. How many, you know what, don't fucking matter. I'll come back, bitch. Oh shit, I have to jump down. Pew! Yeah, I feel you, thank you. I'm finally at the BBL boss again, chat. Call this the BBL boss, because that's literally what it is, bro. It throws its BBL at me until I die. I'll be right back, I'm gonna go pee real quick. tell you guys, chat, honestly, before I do this boss real quick, just want to honestly tell you guys how much I really honestly love you guys, man. Like, you guys have no idea how much of a constant struggle, like, everyday life can be sometimes, and I just want you guys to know how much you guys, like, really help me out just by being here and listening and conversating and talking to me. And I hope I'm helping you guys out as much as you're helping me out. I just want to let you guys know how much you guys honestly mean to me. Like, you guys are amazing, bro. You guys are like the reason why I even wake up in the morning anymore and want to stream, bro. Like, honestly, you guys are fucking amazing. Just can't tell you guys enough. So I want to be real with y'all, you know? Couldn't ask for a better community. You guys are fucking real ones, bro. I hope when I have 1,000 subs that I still have all of you guys there. That's been there since day one, it feels like. It's the moody community, man. It's the moody community. Help each other out here, bro. That's what we do. What we do. Listen to each other and help each other out. We strong, but we strong together. Alright, let's do this shit. Time to fight the BBL boss, chat. Wish me luck, y'all. Oh, hold on, let me check chat real quick. Alright, chat. Let's do this, boys. Wish me luck. I'm gonna hit the dinner bell. Gong. Bring it. You know what? Hit me at least once. There we go. Hiya! Oh. Okay, the BBL boss. It's the BBL boss. It's the BBL boss. Oh, the BBL. The BBL got me. Oh, that shit still hit? Oh no. BBL, bro. BBL boss. Oh! Oh, Crush dude, he's literally using his ass to fight, chat. He's using his booty cheeks to fight, chat. I'm not the only one seeing this motherfucker use his ass to fight, right? Like, I'm not the only one here. This motherfucker using his booty cheeks, bro. His booty cheeks, chat. This motherfucker, man. Alright, ghost story time. I guess we told a ghost story last time, right, chat? So I'm gonna tell a cryptid story this time. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked up by. Oh my god. Almost. Oh! Damn! That fucked me up right there. Alright. Nice game. Wish you luck. Dang. So I appreciate you, Night Rain. Alright, chat. Got a new story for you guys. This one I can't pronounce. It's another Mexican legend. It's another folklore. But I don't. My mom used to tell me about this one a lot as well, but I don't really remember it that much. I remember telling you guys about the Weeping Woman like last time on earlier stream today. But there's this other one. I can't even pronounce this one. But it's apparently it's some woman who is like transformed into a eagle of sorts, and she goes around kidnapping children. Or not eagle, an owl. Here. I got it. I actually got it pulled up, chat. I found it actually. Like, damn, I was surprised I found that really quickly as I did. Bear with me. I'm gonna refer to the name as when I'm reading this chat. I'm gonna say the owl. So the witch I'm talking about is the owl, or I'm gonna say the owl witch or something like along those lines, okay? Because I cannot pronounce her name. It's like I don't even know how the fuck you pronounce that second name. It's like La again, but L-A and then something else. I can't read the other word though. Lorona I've heard so many times. It's kind of hard not to forget. This one, not even too sure. Sorry about that. Check chat real quick. Definitely hear it. Alright. Alright. Let's see what this says. The Owl Witch. Legend is a Mexican in South Texas folklore about a shape-shifting witch who transforms into a large owl with a woman's face. She is often described as a vengeful spirit of a woman who was murdered or a witch who has sold her soul to the devil. The legend serves as a cautionary tale, warning that the owl witch appears at night to lure victims with sounds like a crying baby, only to swoop down and carry them off. Chat, we were literally just talking about that last time too. It's another one of those spirits where like they lure victims into like a vulnerable state, you know what I mean? Cause dude, if you heard a crying fucking baby, would you not like dude, imagine like you heard a crying infant in the woods and you were camping. Would you not walk towards it to try to figure out what's going on? Like, what if somebody lost their baby or something? Of course you would. And then just to get taken off by an owl, like, nah, fuck that. Characteristics. Appearance of a large owl, often 7 feet tall, with a face of an old or beautiful woman with large wings. Behavior. She is a nocturnal creature who perches on rooftops or trees, looking into windows. Her cries can be heard at night, sometimes sounding like a baby crying, which lures unsuspecting victims. The legend, or the origins. The legend varies, but she is often said to have been a woman who was wronged or a witch made a deal with the devil. She is sometimes a servant of Satan. Victims. It is said that she targets disobedient or unbaptized children, vagrants, and those who have committed cruel acts such as abusive men. Consequences. Anybody who encounters her may be harmed, have their soul taken, or be carried away to her lair. Some say seeing her is a bad omen, and waking up after whistling sound from her may result in bruises or wounds. That's crazy. That's a sketchy one, chat. There was a lot to unpack there, y'all. That was a lot to unpack. Another one of those folklores where they kind of just lure you to your doom, right? Kind of pull on your heartstrings and just lure you to your doom. And then on top of that, damn, just from hearing, like if you were to hear the owls at night, you might wake up with bruises. So like, let's say I was walking around at night, chat. I heard hoo hoo hoo. I wake up with bruises that morning. I guess that's what I'm trying to imply. Like, it was that bitch. It was that witch bitch. Alright, let's fight. But that was an interesting story. Yeah, I haven't read that one in many, many years. But that was one my mom talked about. Here, while I'm at chat, I'll post a picture of it real quick, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys kind of get an idea, because there are drawings of this thing. So here, let me try to help you guys out on that. If you guys go on my channel, you know where the posts are at and stuff like that. I'm gonna post Post that right now, chat. And if y'all, I'll even, I'm gonna copy the name so y'all can even read the name. Just in case anybody wants to do more research. You know, if you're fascinated and whatnot. Alright, here, let me go on the channel. Alright. That was an interesting read, chat. What do you guys think of that story? That was an interesting one. Honestly, I think that kind of scares me more than the La Llorona one. Because I feel like, I don't know, like, La Lloronas might drag you into the embodiment of water, right? Stay away from embodiment of waters. This bitch, it's like, you could be anywhere and this bitch gonna carry you off. That's fucking terrifying. Fucking witches, man. Ooh. Sketchy, bro. Spooky season. Let's go. That was a good story. That was a good one. Alright, got pictures ready. I'm gonna write the message. I'm gonna just copy and paste her name. Alright, it's up on the it's on the community post now on my channel, chat. If any of you guys want to check out what that owl witch depictions look like, go ahead and look at the posts on the community, the Moody community that we got. Interesting. It kind of reminds me of those one books, you know, like the ones where it's like people transforming into like animals or whatever that you'd always see at the school library. Kind of reminds me of that. Interesting though. Very fascinating. Alright, next is ghost stories, chat. Yo, I got a question for chat right now, you guys. Would you guys want me to throw true crime in the mix? I feel like most people don't want to hear true crime because it could be a little too much for them. But it's up to you guys. So I do know some true crime stories by heart that are pretty crazy. And if you guys want to hear them, let me know. But if you guys don't want to hear them, they're a little too much, that's totally fine too. You can just keep it paranormal and cryptics. Oh no, bro, this boss. Alright, chat, change your rules. I'm gonna keep fighting the boss while talking. Because, yeah, it's too hard to not fight after a while. But I'm gonna keep talking now. So for our paranormal story, we got... You know what? I'll talk about the house I used to live at when I was really young. So, when I was in 4th grade, chat, when I was a little kid, I used to live at this one house where, my aunt kind of took over. My grandma used to live at, and then my grandma ended up moving, right? She ended up going to Missouri, and my aunt ended up taking over the house. And at the time where I was staying at, whatnot, my mom worked too much, and I was being babysit with my aunt. So, me and my cousins would always, like, hear things, but me, I was the youngest. I was always the youngest growing up, so I never really heard that much, right? I just would always kind of hear what my cousins would tell me. I'd tell them, yeah, I heard stuff, but I never really did. You know, I was just a young kid. And eventually, what ended up happening was, I start to overhear adults talk about things, you know, that was going on at the house that kind of sketched them out, like running down the halls, doors slamming and whatnot. I yet never seen that. I have never seen that happen to this day. But I would always hear constant stories about how it was common. The way they'd talk about it was as if it was like an everyday thing. Wow, that went straight for me. Fuck this boss. Let me check chat real quick. Oh, let me check chat. Very interesting. I did talk to Alina, but Stu's client. That's wild. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what's going on there, to be honest. It's still grass. I appreciate the context, Dan, but I don't even want to think about that shit right now, to be honest with you. It's just, I'm trying to take like my day off, if this makes sense. I appreciate the knowledge. It's not your fault. Don't worry. Like, I don't want you to make you feel like you're stressing me out or anything, but it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, man, I don't know, you know, there's only so much I can do, right? Like, even as his cousin, I don't know, you know? It's hard to comment. It's really hard to comment. Chad, if you guys hear me squeal like a little girl tonight, I want you guys to know it's because of the fact that there's probably a huge ass spider. Alright guys, I got a confession to make with you, chat. All of you guys, I got a huge confession to make. I've been deliberately holding back on ghost stories. The ghost stories I've been telling so far, I really wanted to work our way up, starting from, you know, the least lighthearted shit from my ghost stories, you know, from you guys hearing me getting woken up in the middle of the night from some bitch whispering in my ear, to some really weird, unexplainable shit. And unfortunately, from tier 1, what we were talking about, it's going to be a drastic jump now from tier 2. So we're about to start getting into, like, the weird stories. Okay, guys? So I want you guys to mentally prepare yourself for that. You guys are going to hear some shit. Even I don't even know if I fully believe it, but I've heard from people I know and love. I'm going to keep names out. I'm not going to say any names, just so, like, you know, everyone, like, can keep their own sanity and / they don't sound crazy, but just know, chat, if you guys have heard me talk in the party with my friends, you've heard some of these people's voices before, and you know who they are. You just don't know who's telling what story. But yeah, no, I've heard some weird shit. I'm thankful I've never had some crazy shit like that happen to me, but I've had a lot of people around me apparently have some crazy ass stories to tell, so I want you guys, get you guys, you know, ready for that. Get you guys ready for this shit, cause it's some weird shit. No, yeah, that's not cool either, bro. That's not. No, yeah, she shouldn't be as controlling as she is. Nowhere near. That's a problem, unfortunately, that it's been like a reoccurring thing. It seems like a lot of the people, unfortunately, my cousins tends to be with, are very controlling, very manipulating people that only really want their way. Which I can relate to. Like, I'd be a liar if I said some of my relationships weren't like that, you know? I've had that happen to me quite a bit. You get told you're the problem so long enough, eventually you internalize it, you know what I mean? You have to actually question whether or not you were the monster. What if I'm the monster? Ooh, ruthlessness has mercy upon ourselves. Chat, I don't know if you guys like Epic the Musical or Hamilton. If you like Epic, you need to listen to Hamilton. If you like Hamilton and don't know about Epic, you need to listen to Epic. They're amazing. If you ever hear me just randomly singing a song, it's more than likely an Epic song. Yeah, no, that's yeah, complete and utter invasion of privacy. That's not even cool. Yeah, down, that's a yeah. That's super controlling right there, bro. That's not cool. You can't just be hovering over your own partner's phone like that. Like there needs to be boundaries. There needs to be trust. You know, you guys need to trust each other. If you feel like you can't trust your own partner, your own significant other, you guys shouldn't be together. You know. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Like, trust me, I had to find that out the hard way, bro. You know. I've had girlfriends chat where it was like, oh, you can't have any girlfriends. Like, I can't have girls that are my friends. But then she can have all the guy friends in the world, which I didn't give a fuck about either. I only give a fuck about it when I'm starting to find out that, you know, there's like pictures and then people saying they're like hugging and shit, doing so much. Like, now that's an issue. It's just funny how double standards can be a thing like that, you know what I mean? Double standards are crazy to me. Like, you're not okay with something, but then you go ahead and do it, and so only okay when you do it. That's crazy to me. Double standards are a joke. They're dumb. If your significant other has double standards in the middle of your relationship, it just all it goes to show is their maturity level. They're not an adult. They haven't grown up yet. They could be 50 years old, and if they're acting like that, they clearly haven't grown up yet. Just what it is. It's my moody philosophical 101 moment take on that situation, though. I've dealt with a lot of different people. You guys know what I put up with. You know, you guys know what I live with. Like, I know how people are. I know how a lot of people are before even people know about themselves. And it's weird. It's funny because like I barely know about myself, but then I think a lot of people know about me and the way I am, how I handle things and whatnot. I have to look at it from a bunch of different angles and different perspectives before I can finally like get a grounding on the situation. If that makes any sense. Not to get too off topic though, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little tipsy, but I want to go back to the spooky stories, you guys. Absolutely, Dan. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, like, you just can't talk things out with people who are like that, you know? Like, you're better off watching paint dry or, like, talking to a brick wall. Like, you just can't. Some people, guys, just won't listen to reason, and there's no point, you guys, and this goes for everybody in chat. There's no point in putting any energy into anybody who's not going to put in the time or effort to give you even a slight of that. Just the aspect of it. A glimpse even. If somebody's not going to do that, put their time and energy into figuring out what's going on with you and whatnot, there's no need for you to be doing it. You're wasting your energy. Sometimes people don't want to hear that, but if you feel that way, it's probably true. You should go with your gut. There's a reason why you're feeling the way you feel. You know, that shit doesn't happen for no reason. Yeah, it's an interesting subject, Dan. I'm not entirely too sure, but I'm just gonna try to move on respectfully. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Oktoberfest thing that we were kind of having on right now, because I was enjoying that. I don't want my mind get brought down by all that stuff, which it's all good. It's not your fault, but I just don't want to think about that right now, man. Yeah, he told me that too. Yeah, I don't know why he gave that shit to Isaiah. He shouldn't do that. But anyways, so we're at ghost story time, right? Yeah, we're at ghost story time. So the next ghost story chat I got for you guys is I got the story about there was one time remember, guys, chat, remember how I told you how like I woke up in the middle of the night, woke my friend up And he was all like, you know, he's like, oh, I see shit like that all the time. You know, it's no big deal. We went back to bed, and then somebody whispered in my ear again that same night. Oh, this is a story from this guy living at that fucking house. There was one time I was tonight at his house, and he woke me up in the middle of the night. I was barely asleep, had the same reaction as him, pretty much. I remember him telling me about it, because I kind of assumed he just... When I got woken up, I assumed that he had just woken up, saw something, and was just seeing things. So I went back to bed. And then a year or two later happened, right? We got drunk, I started talking to him, chat, and I was like, hey, what was up with that? Do you remember what you told me? Because I do, and I thought you were fucking insane. Chat, but I remember waking up, and my friend telling me, I'm just getting woken up, I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? He's like, Jordan, did you just see a little goblin creature run across the ground, going outside my bedroom? And I looked at him like he was smoking crack, right? Like, are you insane? What the fuck are you talking about? Little goblin creature, what the fuck? I rolled over and went right back to sleep. But I could not remember that. Like, years to come, I was like, what the fuck was that about? So I pressed him on it, right? You know, that night we were drunk, and I was like, yo, bro, do you remember that night you woke me up and you were telling me how, like, there's some goblin creature running throughout about your house or some stupid shit? And he, like, had this panic little moment. I saw in his eyes that he was, like, having this panic, but also trying to, like, brush it off like that didn't happen. But I could tell that, like, he was not telling the full truth. So I poked and pried at him a little bit, right? And I was like, look, dude, like, whatever you say, I'll believe you, right? Like, you're my best friend. I'm not gonna... I know you wouldn't make some crazy-ass shit up like that for no reason, especially by the way you're reacting, because the way he was reacting was as if, like, he just saw a ghost. Like, he got some dread. And, I remember asking and telling him, like, dude, tell me, just hear me out. Just, like, you know, he told me, you're gonna think I'm fucking crazy, Jordan, if I tell you this, and I just told him, like, try me, bitch. Okay? Just try me. And he told me how, like, more often than not, like, this has happened more than once. I couldn't tell you guys how many times this happened, but he saw, like, a little tiny goblin creature running around his house. More than once, bro, at that same house. I was telling you guys all the crazy shit happened at, allegedly. How do you describe that? That's not even paranormal, chat. Like, that's... I don't even know what that is. He said it's like a little humanoid man running around. I don't even know, like a tiny person. I don't think it was the size of like it didn't exactly say. If I had to guess, it was maybe like the size of like a soda can, height-wise, like height. It had to have been like a soda can, like a soda pop can, like those 12 packs of I'm just guesstimating here, guys, too. Like, I have no idea. To this day, I still hear this story, and I'm like, what the fuck is that true? Like, did that happen? I don't know. I didn't see it, but I really don't feel like he would be lying. Like, I don't see why he would lie about something like that, especially by the way he'd be reacting to it. Like, he seemed like he was pretty honest about it, and that's what freaked me out the most about the whole story, was the fact of how, like, genuine and honest he was coming off. That's what scared the fuck out of me. Was like, what if he's not lying? And there is some fucking, I don't even know what to call that thing, bro. Like some little pixie guy running around, some shit. What is he doing? I don't know. But that's the end of that story. That's a weird fucking story, y'all. That's one of those stories I'll carry to me to my grave, because it's like, that's a weird fucking story, bro. It's a weird ass story. So I'm gonna check chat. Sorry, guys. He didn't really say whether it was green or not. he didn't really specify. He just said, he just described it as like a little goblin creature. I don't, you know, it might not even be a goblin, guys. I'm not even sure. But that's just the way he described it, was like just some little creature running around and roaming about. But the way he described it though was like when he would look at it, it like knew to panic and go away, like get out of sight. Like he felt like that it felt like it should not have been caught being looked at. And like it panicked, ran into whatever its little, I don't even know what to call it. You know, this is one of those stories where it's like, if my friend told me he's only seen this happen to him once in his life, pareidolia. Pareidolia. If you guys don't know what pareidolia is, it's when you guys see faces or objects and things that aren't there. That's pareidolia 101. But to have that happen more than once, no, that's, you know, it's kind of like what I said, right? Like, having somebody whisper in my ear, maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, right? About to go to bed twice in a row and it happens again. The coincidence instantly jumps out the window. I throw that shit out the window immediately after seeing that or hearing it. Makes you wonder, like, what the hell? For it to happen that many times, what if there was something unexplainable happening there? It could have been a gnome, a goblin, I don't know. A little creature guy, a hobbit? I couldn't tell you. But it's one of those stories where it's like, if your own friend looked at you and told you he said that, you would probably think he's insane. You know, you'd think that's crazy. There's no way. You're pulling my leg, right? But then just like I told you guys, like, the fear on him and shit, there's no way he made this up. Like, maybe what he saw didn't happen. Like, maybe he did see something. But I know he's not making up the story, because he would not act like that and behave like that if he was making that up. There's no way. Maybe what he saw wasn't true, but it was his truth, what he was telling me. He truly believed he saw what he saw. I don't know if that's what happened, but I'm just letting you guys know that's the perspective on it. I just realized something, chat. I'm at the point where it's like, I'd rather just tell stories, right? I ain't gonna lie, chat. I think I'm gonna tell stories while being at Coral Chambers. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to fight these bosses. These bosses are just too hard. I think I'm gonna farm for rosaries while talking about these horror stories with you guys, because I'm glad you guys are liking the story stuff, because I really enjoy it. I'm glad you guys like it. Makes me happy to know you guys like it. Ah, the bugs. The bugs. Got you. Bro, I wish I could play Rayman 3. Bro, I wish I could live stream the PS3 so bad, chat. You guys have no fucking idea. If I could live stream on my PS3, I would so bad. I'd love to live stream. I need capture cards. I need to buy capture cards one of these days so I can fucking live stream on my PS3. There's nothing more in my life than to be able to do that. If I could talk to you guys while playing Rayman 3 and show you guys what Rayman 3 was like for me growing up and shit, that'd be so awesome. Seems like on my PS2, it'd be fucking awesome. That's like my dream come true right there. Get big enough and famous enough to where I can purchase those items and like just show all the people who got me up here like what it was like for me growing up and all the games that like taught me all my things. I'll make our way to this more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in Greymore for a little bit, chat, just because the music in Greymore I don't get to listen to enough, and it's beautiful, you know. I'm gonna stay in Greymore while talking to chat, just for a little bit. Let me check chat. Let me check chat. Sorry, y'all. Weird story. Yeah, I know, right? Nice game. I appreciate you guys, Venom and whatnot. So, would you guys like to hear about, I guess it's cryptid time. Alright, cryptid time it is, guys. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see here. Hey, chat! Give me a state. Let's both learn something new today, guys. The first person that gives me the state that they live in, I'm going to look up on Google what state cryptid is their home state cryptid. Because every state has a cryptid home to them. And we will both find out about it together. Wouldn't that be some fucking fun? I can start with mine. I know Oregon's cryptids are weird. I live in Oregon, but there isn't too many cryptids here, unfortunately. One of the ones that stood out to me, though, was like giant crustaceans and whatnot. Of course, we got like shit like Bigfoot, yeah, yada yada, yada yada. Say, you know, Bigfoot, Washington, California, and fucking, you know, basically everywhere there's wooded areas in America. But I digress. That's pretty much our cryptids. There are not too many, unfortunately, over here. But there's some interesting ones all across the United States. You know, I remember learning about a flying big cat in North Carolina to like somewhere in Colorado where there's like a giant catfish on a mountain that slides down a hill. Alaska, let's go. All right, let's find this out, guys. Alaska. An Alaskan cryptid has to be interesting. Alaska cryptids. Oh, they got Bigfoot over there too. Okay, yeah. Alright, Dan, this is a question for you, alright? I'm looking at cryptids over there. Alright, you know what, Dan? I'll do you one better, bro. Yo, Dan, if you're there still, I'm gonna post this on the community tab, okay? On our media community. I want you. This is it shows picture of basically a bunch of different cryptids from Alaska. I want you to pick one and tell me which one that we should talk about. I'm gonna call it for Dan. Alright, it just got uploaded. If you go, Dan, if you go on the community, on our YouTube channel, whatever, read some of those names for me, alright? And tell me which one you want me to talk about. Because those are basically all the Alaskan cryptids right there. Like the most common, most heard about ones right there. Which one you want me to read about, just type its name. And I'll Google it and I'll read it out to y'all guys. I feel like that's really cool. I feel like this is the cool ass thing we're about to do, guys. It's gonna be fun. Alright, bet. Take your time too. Take your time, Dan. No rush. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, guys. And y'all, chat. If y'all want me to do you guys next, let me know. Tell me what state you live in. If you live in the same state, we'll use the same pictures, go on the same post and all that stuff. I feel like it's gonna be really fun. We can all learn some new things about each other's and each other's states and folklores. That'll be hella fun. This sounds like hella fun, y'all. Bird. Alright, here, let me check it out. I don't see a bird. Oh, you might see the it might take a second, Dan. You might see the bird one. That was the Mexican one I posted earlier. A little bit above that one, you should see the Alaskan cryptids one. It might take a second to pop up, but you should see it here soon. I posted a couple minutes ago. If you want to leave chat, like close YouTube and then open it back up and join back chat, you might be able. It might pop up then. But I made a new post 2 minutes ago. It's called For Dan, and it shows all the Alaskan cryptids in the area. We got the L-lets. I can't read most of these. Most of these look interesting though. I really like the pictures of them. You got quite a couple interesting looking ones. They got this cat looking one and this shark looking one. They look mad interesting. Fascinating. Ooh. Huh. That's peculiar. I don't know why it's not popping up yet. Yeah, I don't know. You might have to... I guess there is a delay. I guess that makes sense. So it's 4 minutes. How long ago, you know the bird one with the legend one? The one that you were just talking about? How long ago does it say that was posted by chance? Because for me it says it was posted 31 minutes ago. Just trying to get a glimpse into an idea and like, you know, how long it might take for you to finally see my post. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, bet. Yeah, take your time, Dan. Which one piques your interest, just let me know. We'll get straight to it. We'll all learn something new together, chat. That's what we're all here for. Oh? Might have one already. Let's see. Let's look. Okay, 31. That's what I thought. It was 31 minutes ago. So if you can't see this one... Yeah, it should... Yeah. I don't know. Why you can't see the new one, then? The Alaskan cryptids for Dan. Huh. Here, I'll like it. Maybe if I like it, that might help. I'll even comment on it. It's a moody spooky, bro. I was like, I'm just spitballing. Alright, well, in the meantime, while you're waiting on that, we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait the ends of the earth for it. Here, I'll pick one for you. How's that? And then if you see it, you'll be able to pick again, okay? So you'll pick one, I'll pick one first, just so you know, keep us entertained, and you'll pick one afterwards. I'm gonna go with the snake-looking one. That one looks cool. Its name looks interesting. I'm not entirely too sure how you'd even go about pronouncing that. Alaskan cryptids. Hold on. You know, my ex was from Alaska. Tis or tis her uck. Tizaruk? Alaskan cryptic Tizaruk. The Tizaruk, a mythical sea serpent of Inuit mythology, which is said to inhabit in icy waters of Alaska, particularly the Bering Sea. It is described as a large snake-like creature, sometimes with a head of a wolf. Whoa, that's pretty fucking cool. And a tail with a flipper that can be dangerous. Predators capable of snatching people from docks and even sinking boats and ships. Damn, that's pretty sick. Its appearance. It is often described as it is said to have a flipper on its tail. Some depictions of including a wolf-like head. Yep, I forgot that bit. Its behavior snatch up people, boats, and cause great misfortune. Other names. It is also known as the Palrayuk. Palrayuk. P-A-L-R-I-I. Fuck. Y-U-K. Palrayuk. I'm probably butchering that, so my apologies. Modern interpretation. Some cryptozoologists attempted to classify the creature, with some speculating that it might be a surviving prehistoric whale, like a Zugolian or a type of seal. Interesting! So even zoologists are like, this creature could be real. Like, it could just be an unidentified species. Or a distinct one thought to be extinct species, to be exact. That's super cool. That's hella cool. What a cool ass creature. Oh, let me check chat again. Ah! Alright, let me check, Dan. I got you. Give me 1 second. Let's see what this one's about. Shall we, chat? Chat, by the way, if you guys want next, type your state name and we'll go by there. We'll see what cryptic we can go talking about. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. I see which one you want, Dan. I got you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, guys, chat. If you guys want me to talk about a cryptic, about your home state, just tell me what your home state is, whether, you know, it's Alaska, Oregon, California, etc., Boston, whatever, just let me know and I'll tell you. Right now, we're on the cat. That's K-A-A-T, I believe. Let's see what this is. The term cat is a likely misspelling of Kushtaka, a shape-shifting cryptid from Tlingit folklore in Alaska, often called the Utterman. It is a malevolent creature that mimics human cries to lure people to their deaths. Chat, it's another one of those, bro. Chat, it's another one of those motherfuckers, bro, who like lures people to their deaths. We always, bro. This is gonna be a common theme, chat. It's gonna be a common theme. We were just talking about La Llorona and the owl bitch. Now it's one of those creatures. A malevolent creature that often mimics people's cries to lure people to their death and steal their souls. It is a staple of Tlingit folklore, associated with the incident like of a... Oh my god! There's an entire historian event associated with this folklore. Those are my favorite folklores. Guys, that means the chance of this being real just went from fucking 20% to pretty much 60. Just from that statement alone. I'm gonna retract my statements now. A Tlingit folklore associated with an incident like a 1750 landslide and the disappearance of a prospector. And it is also known to transform into a regular... What? transform into a regular river otter, okay, otter, or a familiar person to trick victims. See, that's probably got me. For a second, I thought I was like, okay, yeah, you know, motherfucker transform into a river. What the fuck? Never heard of that. River otter, that makes sense. But bro, the fact that the cryptid's associated with a specific landslide, so that means people are like debating on whether or not these motherfuckers caused this landslide in 1750. There are people in 1750 who probably think that they died to this motherfucker causing this landslide right now. And low key, who the fuck is to say it didn't happen? Were we there? Were we there? I don't think so. That was a cool one. That was a fucking cool one, bro. I like that one. I really love cryptics like that. When they start talking about like real time, it's just history involved into it. Which all cryptics have history involved into them. But like, not like that. Like significant history or like. That's really cool. That's a cool fucking story. Just for that aspect alone, that's really cool. That was a good choice, Dan. That was a really cool story. Alright, let's check chat. That was a really good one, you guys. Dude, I give that... I don't know about you guys, but I give that story like a solid, probably like an 8 or 7 out of 10. That was a good story. That was a good story. The fact that it had real world significance to it too, that's fucking cool, bro. It had actual like some like shit to it. That was really cool. Oh, you live in Eugene too? Antenna? Let's go. Alright, let me see. Alright, New York girl. Alright, so, we'll talk about, so we'll do New York, and then we'll do, Eugene, and then Canada next. And then French. I gotta remind myself, okay. So, alright, let's do New York first, because you were the first I suggested afterwards. Let's do some New York cryptids. Let's see if there's any. There should be, there has to be. New York, New York. So I was thinking the fucking, what's it called song? Fucking, can't think. Jesus Christ. Frank Sinatra, thank you. Jesus Christ, can't think of Frank Sinatra. Oh, you guys got quite a few. Now, there's one for every. There should be one for every state. And if you guys live outside of America, don't feel bad too. I'm assuming nobody here does, but if you do, let me know, cause there's always cryptids all over the world. It doesn't matter. It's like the guy Sirion, like you said, he's French. Do not feel bad for that, bro. Trust me. Yeah, you're kind of a dick for that. I hope you're lying. I don't think you are, but kind of a dick move. You know, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. What a fucking asshole. What a fucking sack of shit. Literally just spoiled the ending for Hollow Knight for me. That's awesome. Thank you. Fucking douchebag. Yeah, I probably could have guessed that, honestly. Yeah, I could see that happening. Douchebag ass thing to do, though. Bet that guy's cackling in his boots. Oh well, fuck him. Fucking asshole. I got New York posted on the community tab. I'm gonna pick one like I did last time, just so we don't take it forever. The Hellhounds of Wales sounds interesting, chat. I want to pick the Hellhounds of Wales. That sounds interesting. Okay, so Vile Girl, if you go on the community post, feel free to if you I know Dan was kind of having trouble last time seeing this, but if you go on there, look at the community post, you should be able to see whatever cryptic from your home state, and just comment on which one you want us to talk about. Oh, is that one of them? Here, let me check it out. I guess we'll do that one then. Shit, you might have saw it fast. Okay, I don't see any hamburger fun. So I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss something. Just a little. Just want to make sure. I'm trying to keep everybody here. You know, trying to make sure I'm catering to everybody, but it's very possible. Oh, that's what you mean by hamburger. All right, but the Hellhounds of Wales, guys. Let's see what this is about, chat. The Hellhounds of Wales. The Legend of the Hellhounds of Wales. The legend of the Hellhounds of Wales referred to a Cuan, I can't even pronounce that, hounds of Uan, which are spectral hounds from the Welsh underworld. They are most famously associated with the wild hunt led by Gwen Abnud, are said to herald death. I can't read all that. Conwan are typically described as having white bodies with blood-red ears, and the sound of them barking is a sign that a soul is being taken to hell. Characteristics: appearance, white-blooded with blood-red ears. Sounds, yeah. I'm not entirely too sure what the fuck these are, y'all. I think there's some religious stuff I'm not getting in here. I think there might be some religious stuff I just don't understand that might be going on in that folklore. But from the sounds of it, it almost sounds like Cerberus, like some like judgment kind of dogs. If I were to try to grasp what was going on there, I'm not entirely too sure. Chat, by the way, all the, you know what, I just might have figured out a better way to, do this whole cryptid thing just now, but, chat, if you guys want me to talk about your state, and what specific cryptid, just go on Google, right? Go on Google on your phone, come back to chat, do what you need to do, right? But, go on Google, go on chat, or, Google, and just ask Google, name your home state cryptids. Go on Google Images, and you should get a fucking picture very similar to mine on the community tabs. If you go on my community, you should see a bunch of pictures with a bunch of different cryptids with names underneath of them, just like the one on our community post. And just type the name of what creature you want me to see, and then we will talk about it. I feel like that might be easier. Because obviously I know if once I post things, it's gonna take a while for it to actually like process to where you guys can see it. So it'd probably be easier for you guys to just look up your state on Google and just type the name of whatever cryptid. Just type the name, because I'm probably not gonna know what name it is, because you know cryptids have like really horrible / very hard to spell ass names. So just put cryptid and then insert the name, and I will look that up. I will look that up next. That just might be easier for you guys, because I feel bad because you guys have to wait and whatnot, and then I have to pick, and then, yeah. So, I want you guys to be the ones engaging with this. I feel like that's half the fun in it, is you guys get to pick. not only your state, but you guys get to pick what cryptid in your home state that you want to talk about, what sounds interesting to you, you know? I feel like that's really cool. But if you guys got all that, yeah, go for it. Look up, go on Google Images, look up whatever cryptids your own, you know, your home state, and whatever image looks cool to you, where you see like all the images, like, just tell me which one you want to talk about. I'll be right back, chat. While you guys are talking about all that, I'll be right back. And get some more soda. Again, I have to say this again. You guys have no idea how much what you guys do for me. Just being here and talking to me and sitting here and having a conversation, you guys have no idea what it does to me. I'm not very good, dude, when it comes to expressing myself. I usually struggle to find the right words to express myself, but I'm trying to speak from the heart here, and what my heart's trying to say is, I really like you guys, and I love you guys a lot, and thank you guys for being here, you know, with me. October's my favorite holiday, or not Halloween's my favorite holiday, October's my favorite month of all time, and you guys have no idea what it means to me that there's people here, still here with me and talking to me and conversating with me who care about me this much, despite me not knowing them. It means a lot. You guys keep me going. You guys are the reason why I wake up in the morning and want to start live streaming again. You guys are amazing, and I love you guys. Just can't tell you guys enough. Without further ado, let's get back to the cryptids. Champ. Alright, let's go with Champ. Alright, Val girl, you're up next. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, interesting. Looks like almost like a Loch Ness monster. New York, New York. I can't think of New York. I was in Boston. I can't think of New York without just thinking of that song. I was so close to New York, so close, yet so far. The most famous cryptid associated with New York. Oh, the most famous cryptid, dude. This is the most famous cryptid apparently associated with New York is Champ, a legendary lake monster said to inhabit Lake Champlain, which forms a part of the border between New York and Vermont. Often compared to the Loch Ness Monster, Champ is a regional icon with a rich history of reported sightings. History and folklore of Champ. Indigenous legends, stories of a giant water creature in the lake predate European colonization. The Mbanaki people referred to as the creature as Tatso Soyuk. Samuel de Taplin, while some accounts claim the lake's namesake saw the monster in 1609. Historians believe that he was actually describing as a garfish shown to him by his guides. Not entirely too sure what the fuck that means. Early sightings. The first widely published sighting of the reported was in Plattsburgh, Republican in 1819 by Captain Crum, who claimed to see a 187-foot long serpent. That's pretty cool. See, those are the stories I like too. You know, like those I was talking about earlier, chat. Those stories that have like real historians counting. Like this went from like modern day. We went from like modern day to 16 to 18. Well, we went from 18 to 16, but that's crazy. 19th century boom. During the 1870s, numerous newspapers reported and eyewitness accounts brought Champ national attention to lead showman P.T. Berman to offer a reward for the creature's capture. So he put a bounty on this motherfucker. That's pretty cool. Mansi photographs. In 1977, Sandra Mansi took a considerable amount of famous photographs of Champ, showing a long-necked creature rising from the water, while some experts deemed the photos authentic. Inconsistencies and the loss of the navigate have kept evidence inconclusive. Modern footage. In recent years, new photographs, videos, even evidence, including of the drone released in 2024, been often proved of Champ's existence. Now that's fucking cool. That's super cool, dude. We went from the fucking 1609 chat to 1819 to 1870s, all the way to 1977, and then finally to this very day, just a fucking year ago, 2024. Now that was a good cryptic story. I don't know about you guys, chat, but fucking round of applause for that one. Holy shit, the relevancy it has. That was a cool story. That was a cool ass story. We might even have some pictures, chat. That's not Nessie either. I know what Nessie looks like. I'm gonna post it on our Moody community, alright guys? It's gonna be on the Moody community again. We got Champ, the lake monster. Let's go. Champ the lake monster. Just like Nessie, but he's not. He's Champ. Oregon got a lake monster too. We got one, but I don't remember what it's called. But I know we got one, bro. I know we got one. That was a good story. That was a really good story, bro. Champ, the New York lake monster. That was a good story, chat. Alright, let me check chat. Sorry, my images aren't being that good right now, so I guess I'm not gonna be able to post what that is right now. But that was a good story. That was a good ass story. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so now it's Eugene time. Alright, Antenna, I'm not sure if you're still there, but it's your turn now, bud. Do you guys want me to pick, or do you? So chat, do you guys want me to pick, or do you guys want to pick yourselves? Well, what would you guys feel better about? I just want to get an idea, cause I know like, I kind of promised everybody else would pick, but I also don't want everybody else to like, you know, not feel good. Like I don't want everybody to be waiting on that. I know I got quite a few people who are on the waiting list right now. I feel bad. Alright, I could pick? Alright, thank you, Antenna. I appreciate that. Alright, bet. Let's see, Eugene. You said Eugene specifically, like, we both live in Oregon, but Eugene specifically. Honestly, that makes me interested. Eugene, Oregon, legends. I'm gonna look up legends. Let's see what happens, Antenna. Eugene legends, including the running legend of Steve Profante, the haunted Hecla headlight house. I know this one! I know this one, chat! Chat, Antenna, chat. Guys, I think I might know this one, what this one's about. I'm not gonna read this one yet. I'm gonna try to speculate first. I'm gonna fucking tell you guys my version of this story, and then I'm gonna read it and see whether or not how accurate I am. Because I'm like 95% sure I know what the fuck this story's about. Because I've been on this coast and I've seen this lighthouse. I think I know exactly the fucking lighthouse they're talking about. Dude, I think I might know exact the lighthouse they're talking about, dude. I'll post a picture of it too. I will fucking find a way to find that picture. Once upon a time, there was a fucking man at a lighthouse. He was an old fisherman. He was a lighthouse keeper and whatnot. And then there's his wife and his daughter. I don't know what happened, but at some point, his daughter ended up climbing into some type of, I don't know what it's called, but there's a name for it. It's something that like catches water or something. I couldn't tell you for what reasons, but she ended up falling into it and drowning. And then basically the lighthouse keeper at that point got so depressed that he would stay most of his nights, his endless nights, at the lighthouse. And then what ends up happening is that, from what I remember, the mother being super depressed, you know, she would basically sit at the house looking at the lighthouse most nights because she would just see her husband, you know, mourning over their daughter. He eventually died. I don't remember how the lighthouse keeper died, but I remember him dying and then her going to the lighthouse. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, she hurls herself off the mountain that they were living at, killing herself because she just couldn't take it anymore. She was done mourning. I think that's what this might be about. I could be wrong. I'm gonna continue reading, but if this is what this is about, I'm gonna have nothing but goosebumps and chills over my goddamn entire full ass spine because holy shit, you guys. I've seen this lighthouse with my bare eyes more than once. It's also on my bucket list to go there one of these days, but yeah, just from hearing the story, you guys can imagine why I'm that terrified. That's a horrible, tragic tale. Let's find out whether I'm right, Antenna, and y'all chat. This is gonna be an interesting story. Eugene's organs. Oh, well, never mind. This is a fucking Eugene story, so it wasn't even Eugene. I'm retarded. Just panic attack over nothing. Alright, well, whatever. Legend Steve Profane Haunted Hecla Headlight House. The Pioneer Cemetery with a good or dead ghost. The city is also birthplace of Nike, which grew from the collaboration between University of Oregon's Bill. Oh, this might be the school kid that died. Bill Bowerman and its first student athlete, Profantane. Historians of the area is also a traditional homeland for Kalapuya people, who descendants are still active in the community. Sports legends said to have been haunted by the former lighthouse keeper named Goya, who is searching over a lost child. Oh, okay, so hold on. See, now that's what makes me confused. No, I'm just gonna fucking, what's it called, chat? I'm gonna copy and paste that bitch. Let me see if this is the right house. Oregon legend Steve Profanti. Yeah, well, no, that's not how I pronounce his name. Okay, no, that's the guy, that's the runner guy. Okay, so that's the runner guy, that's the guy who died in a car crash, right? Actually, no, that's actually also here in Eugene. I know exactly what this is about, actually. That's who that is. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking retard. What the fuck I am. Yeah, racing style, made his hero in 1970s. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know who this guy is. Not at all what I was thinking about, but no, yeah, okay. That guy's a fucking cult icon, last legend guy. That guy. Olympic and professional career at the 1970 Myth Olympics. Placed fourth in the 5,000 meter race. He held an aggressive style, leading the race in a blistering pace. Captivated spectators after college, and he set American records after every distance from 2,000 to 10,000 meters, becoming the first athlete to be signed by Nike. That's super sick. Now that's a legend, but in a whole nother way. That's a fucking legend right there, chat. That was pretty cool. That was cool, but in a very different way, not what I was expecting. That was a really fucking cool. I actually know exactly where his car crash happened, chat. I remember being taken there. I know exactly where that's at. I know exactly where he died at. There's this really sketchy ass road by this mountainside near Eugene, like where I'm at. And there's this huge memorial site for him. Where he died at. You know, people would leave so many different souvenirs over there for him. I remember this. I remember this. Not what originally I was talking about with the lighthouse keeper and whatnot, but when I heard lighthouse, I instantly thought of that. So I actually started reading into it more and just like, oh damn, okay, jeez. What a fascinating, interesting story. Alright, who's next? I'm sorry. Canada. Alright. We're going straight to Canada, guys. Going out of the U.S. Alright, Mr. Night Rain, help you there. You're up next. Canadian cryptids. Yo, Mr. Night Rain, I looked up Canadian cryptids, and I'm getting states, specifically like Ontario and whatnot. Could you possibly give me a state to narrow it down, by chance? Is that possible, bud? It's okay if not. But, you know, I just thought that helps narrow it down. Mr. Night Rain. Alright, Austin, Texas, Cyclops? I'm gonna assume it's Austin, Texas. I gotta think of very many Austins, right, guys? It has to be Texas. Austin, Texas cryptids. Don't feel bad, Night Rain. If you tell me yours, I'll get right back to you. I'll do yours first. Just don't know who's there anymore, and I want to make sure who is there, and you know, all that good stuff. Ooh, they guys got some fucking cool ones. Okay, Chupacabra, heard of that. Oh, you guys, dude! Yo! Cyclops got the fucking... They got the owl bitch, chat! They got the owl bitch! Chat! Cyclops got the fucking owl bitch, chat. The bitch who fucking shapeshifted, the witch bitch who shapeshifted into an owl and kidnapped children. That was a fucking Texas legend? Fuck. That's a scary one, Cyclops. You already got one of the ones we heard. You got Skinwalker too, they got Skinwalkers. Alright, so no Skinwalker allowed, no Bigfoot allowed, no Chupacabra allowed. Those are all Southern Planet story. No, none of the owl bitch, unless you guys request. If you guys didn't hear about the owl you guys didn't hear about the damned woman who was cursed into being an owl or committed witchcraft and was turned into an owl and kidnapped children, let me know right now. Other than that, we were gonna move on from that story and not talk about it. So chat, we got the King of Marble Falls, which looks like a bear, or we got the Beast of Bear Creek. Or the Ozark Howler. What sounds cooler, guys? The Bear King, the Beast, or the Howler? How about that? Let's just go by that. I'm not gonna make you guys type the entire fucking name. God knows that's a mouthful. Let me go back to chat real quick, make sure Mr. Night Rain did not type, because if he did, I'm going to get back to him. Alright, chat. I'm gonna pick one real quick. Unless y'all got one typing, then I'll just look at it, but I think we're gonna go with the the Beast of Bear Creek kinda sounds cool. That's something cool ass name. The Beast of Bear Creek. Chat, could all you guys, if you guys can hear me, could you guys tell me how you guys are feeling right now? Like, you guys enjoying the stream? How you guys feeling right now? Is this a fun thing to do? Like, should we do this more often? What's the opinion here? I'm having fun. I think this is cool, especially for the season, right? Like, since it's spooky season, since this is Halloween, you know, we can kind of have some fun. Oh, somebody subbed earlier. Whoever subbed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much that does for me. You know what? I'm gonna move from this area. I want new background OSTs. I think I might go to Bellheart for a little bit. One sec, chat. Enjoying it? Thank you so much, Antenna. I appreciate it. Get to Bellheart real quick, and then we're gonna read the next story. All right, chat. I really like the music of Bellheart as well. Tell me that's not beautiful, majestic music. Alright, chat, on to the next story, shall we? The Beast of Bear Creek. The Beast of Bear Creek is a cryptic legend from Kimball County, Texas, about a large wolf-like creature that was supposedly stalks the area. Local lore claims the beast is a vengeful, shape-shifting Native American shaman who can transform into a massive wolf to hunt settlers and their livestock after his people were destroyed. Sightings have been reported for generations, and the creature is said to have glowing eyes and an unnerving howl, though no physical evidence has ever been reportedly found. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of like a chupacabra, basically. That pretty much sounds like a chupacabra. Without the, of course, blood-sucking part, right? 3 holes in the neck, without that part. Pretty much chupacabra. Some fucking animal no one knows exists or not. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, let's see. Let's see, who's next, guys? Alright, we got Canadian. French! French! Oh, did we skip French? I think we did skip French. I'm sorry, Sarion. Yeah, we did Austin instead of French. I skipped French on accident. Alright, so it's French. And it's Dallas next. Okay, so Dallas, Texas next, I'm pretty sure. Hornet, if you're still there. Hornet, if you're still there. Is that Texas? Dallas, Texas, specifically? I'm assuming that's Texas, but and again, if you wanna look up Dallas, Texas cryptids, and want me to you know, read a specific one that you like the look of or the name of or whatnot, just let me know and type it. I'll get straight to it. French cryptids. Now this is gonna be interesting, chat. French cryptids. What the fuck? Oh, there's a dragon! French cryptids include a beast for the gut. I don't even know what the fuck that says. A maddening creature from the 18th century. The Terraquois. A dragon-like beast from French mythology with a lion's head and a turtle-like shell. Other cryptids are Damies, Blanches, malevolent but potentially dangerous female spirits, and a dolphin of dolphin? I don't think it's dolphin. I think it's dolphin. Like, it's not spelled like dolphin. It's I don't know what that word means. A mischievous bird that braids horses' manes. Excuse me, a mischievous bird that braids horses' manes. Okay, so it just braids their fucking hair for them. Okay, doesn't sound that mischievous. There are also legends of unique creatures like a Antini putride, a giant foul-smelling mushroom that may have once existed. The Cardlock, a colossal snail-like serpent that lives underground. Famous cryptids: the Beast of Govald, I can't even pronounce that, a monstrous beast that terrorized Galveston between 1764 and 1767, based on its historical evidence. Okay, so that's cool. They have historical evidence, you know, creatures too. That's super cool. That's super cool. Always a fan of that. Always a fan of that. Super cool. Super cool. Super cool. What kind of Jackson, Kina? Gotta tell me, what specific Jackson? I'll get back. Oh, actually, I think I might have skipped that. Okay, maybe. Oh yeah. So tell me, I'm gonna go to Dallas, Texas, real quick. All right. But can you get back to me on Yeah, I'm not even sure. I think Jacksonville, Florida. That's about it. Jackson's a lot. Like I can't think of very many states that are associated with Jackson. I'm not very good at geography. I was surprised I got the rest of the guys right. Dallas, Texas cryptids. All right, Hornet, you're up next. I look up Dallas, Texas. There's just Texas cryptids in general. There's no Dallas ones? Surely there's Dallas ones. Get out of here. I guess it's just another Texan cryptid then. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be another one then. Hey Hornet, if you could hear me, it's up to you. Would you like me to pick one? Or would you want to pick one? You could take your time, and then you could pick one yourself if you just want to look up Texas cryptids real quick. You could probably pick one from the list, and you could choose some. Cause I guess Texas cryptids aren't that vast from what I thought they might have been. So certain states are, certain states aren't. Like Oregon's the same way. Like you can't look up yeah. Like you look up one Oregon cryptid, it's gonna all the same ones pop up. So it's up to you though. I could pick one for you. If not, you could pick one. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna give you the option though, especially because of the fact that not only have you been patient, but you've also there just isn't that too many options for you, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna pick. Alright, bet. Alright, bet. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Alright. We got a couple that sound pretty interesting, honestly. I'm gonna check off all the ones that everybody knows about, I feel like. Okay, so obviously Chupacabra's one. Check. We all know what that is, I hope. Bigfoot. Check. We all know what Bigfoot is. Alright. Now the La Chulia or Zaya, whatever the fuck that witch bitch owl turning into asshole is, we got that check, so we just talked about that earlier. We got the Beast of Bear Creek, which is interesting too. I don't know what the fuck that had to do with it. I feel like it had to do with more folklore than anything. Alright, Hornet, if you could hear me, I love cats, so let's choose between two cats. The Wampus cat or the Howler cat? What sounds cooler, Wampus cat or Howler cat? I guess you wanted me to pick anyways, but I'm not very good at picking. I want to choose a cat. Could you at least help me decide that point? Whether it's a Wampus cat or a Howler cat? I'm calling it the Howler cat because it's called the Ozark cat, but oh, man, that's a mouthful. I'm kind of leaning towards the Ozark cat. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't care either way. The Ozark cat kind of looks like it has horns, so. The Wampus cat, I don't even know. It just says Wampus. Kind of looks like a regular cat. Hollow cat? Alright. Ozark cat it is. Or Wampus cat. That might be. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it, both. Why not? Should've just thought of that automatically. Wampus cat. Whoa, that thing looks crazy. A Wampus cat, a fearsome cat-like cryptid from American folklore, the origins of the Cherokee mythology. Depictions of the beast vary widely by its region, is often characterized by glowing eyes and a haunting woman-like scream. Most well-known origin story traces the Wampus cat to a Cherokee legend of the woman who was cursed to transform into a monster. A Cherokee woman, in her curiosity, disguised herself as a mountain lion pelt to secretly observe a sacred ceremony for men only. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. The punishment. Her, the punishment. When her deception was discovered, a tribal Medican man cursed her, fusing the mountain lion to skin her body. Wait, what? A tribal medicine man cursed her, fusing, okay, the mountain lion skin to her body, so she became a mountain lion permanently. That's kind of sad. That makes me want to cry. That's sad. The beast. Transformed into a half-woman, half-cat creature, she was doomed to wander the mountains alone forever. Another Cherokee tale of the Wampus Cat. The tale represents the Wampus Cat, more protective of light. A woman named Running Deer avenged her husband's madness caused by the evil spirit Awa by defeating the demon while wearing the bobcat mask. This version of her spirit continues to live on in the Wampus Cat, guarding her people's land. Interesting. That's wow. Okay. There's a lot to take from that. She was just a woman who was like trying to learn what was going on, and then she got cursed to being stuck as that, whatnot. That was a very interesting story. Wow. Okay. The Ozark Howler. The Ozark Howler. This is the second cat story in Texas, chat. So I love cats, chat. So chat, weak spots. My weak spots are cats. If you guys want to hear more than one story, I guess it has to be cat related. Okay. That was a good one. Hold on, let's take some time to reflect, though, chat. That was a good story. That was a good story. Just a woman who like really wanted to see what was going on, you know, and then like, unfortunately, you know, she got stuck. That was a good story. That was a good story. Sounds interesting. Sounds like a sad story. Dang. Alright, you got Canada. Alright. Alright, so we got Canada and Jacksonville. Alright, bet. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys right now. That's my bad earlier. Uranium, Canada? I know that's probably not how you spell that or pronounce that, let alone I'm illiterate, but that's what I read that as, uranium. How do you pronounce that? No, I'm so literate. Okay. Uranium? Canada? Found it! Hell yeah! Alright, cryptids. I guess, that doesn't unfortunately help me either. I have Ontario, I have Nova Scotia, I have a lot of Quaby. I'm not entirely too sure. So about between mining. Let's look up Canadian cryptid. At this point, I might as well just look up Canadian cryptid. I'm sorry, if you have a specific name for one you want me to look up, I will. But unfortunately, I don't know much about Canada or Canada to the point to where it's very hard for me to you know, determine what's going on there. Canadian cryptids. You guys have fucking dragons? Chat! Yo, these niggas got dragons! Gaya Yoteya? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, yo? What is that? It's another water serpent, chat. It's another fucking water serpent. The whatever the fuck that is, also known as the meteor dragon, is a giant fire-breathing serpent from Sannesia. The Hun, I can't read that mythology, said to live in the deep waters of rivers and lakes, particularly Lake Ontario. The creature is viewed with both awe and dread. Awe? A-W-E? What does that mean? And dread. A-W-E, awe and dread? What does that mean? A giant winged serpent, sometimes likened to a dragon, covered in insidious scales, possesses a massive fins and eyes described as blazing lights, moves through the water like a caterpillar. Its abilities and powers: fire breathing like a European dragon, can spew fire. Fairy flight: the serpent is said to fly through the heavens, leaving a fairy trail behind it, similar to like a meteor. That's super cool. Shapeshifting: Celia tail transforms into an old man to deceive and kill a hero. Its origins: one version of the origins of the creature was born from a meteorite that crash landed onto Earth. The ties of its meteor dragon named and fiery flight's abilities started to unhatch. That's a pretty cool ass story, dude. What the fuck? Apparently Canadians got dragons, chat. They got dragons up in this bitch. What the fuck? They got dragons, bro? Shit. Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I do know one Jacksonville, Florida, one the skunk ape. Jacksonville, Florida, cryptics. Let's see what we got here, chat. Yep, skunk ape. Bearcat, bronchus, chupacabra, the hog kong. The muck monster. Let's look up the muck monster. That sounds cool, chat. The muck monster. The muck, M-U-C-K. A muck monster. The muck monster is a cryptid said to inhabit the Lake Worth Lagoon in Palm Beach County, Florida. It is described as an elusive creature that creates an unusual ripples and bubbles in the surfaces, but never been clearly identified by scientists or captured on video. Origins of the legend. The legend of the muck monster first emerged in August 2009 when a non-profit group called Lagoon Keepers was attempting to remove what they had thought was a log from the lagoon. The log repeatedly dove underwater whenever they got close, prompting one volunteer to dub it as an elusive muck monster. Footage of the event was posted online, bringing local and later national attention to the story. Florida Fish, Wildlife and Conservation's marine biologist Thomas Reimner was unable to identify the creature. The city capitalized on the mystery. The mayor declared the muck monster official residence of Palm Beach County. That's pretty cool. The official member of Palm Beach County. That's fucking sick. That means the muck monster is a citizen of Palm Beach County. That's hilarious, chat. The creature is described being 10 feet long and often compared to the Loch Ness Monster. Sightings typically involved inexplicable ripples in a large wake at night. The monster's full body breaking the surface. In a decade after the initial sighting, chat. Bro, you never get shit like this on Google. A decade after the initial sighting. So we're getting updates on this bitch. A decade after the initial sighting, the legend was fueled by local news reportings, mentions, and national television shows like the David Letterman and his History Channel. The community monster hunts around Halloween. That's pretty cool. To this fucking day. Oh, wait, there's more, chat. Mucky, Ireland, and this is Ireland. This is a version of Ireland's version. This is Ireland's version of the monster we're talking about, chat. Mucky, Ireland, an Irish lake monster supposedly inhabits the lake of Kinnery. A legend relatively new and emerged after the sonar scans in 2003 recorded a large unidentified object in the water. So this is also new. It's ongoing. It's an ongoing legend. That's too cool. That's too cool for its own good. That was a good ass story. That was a good ass story. Another round of applause, bro. That was a good story. That was a good story, Kina. Alright, Jacksonville, blah, blah, blah. Alright, Valgo, look up, Canadian cryptids. Alright, you're up next. Alright, Valgo, you're up next again. We're on some more Canadian cryptids, guys. Canadian cryptids. Alright, guys. I'm gonna shoot you guys a couple, alright? We got the Toronto Tunnel Monster or the Lady in Red. Or the I Go Pogo, which looks like a dogfish. We got the dogfish, Lady in Red, or the Toronto Tunnel Monster. Chat. What sounds cooler? What sounds cooler, chat? We got Tunnel Monster, Lady in Red, or dogfish. What's the vote, chat? What's the vote? This is fun, y'all. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. This is fun. This is mad fun. Alright, chat. Let's see what we got here. The heck? The dogfish, that sounds like some normal fish species, like a catfish. I don't know. Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. Dogfish also is, for sure. I called it a dogfish, but it wasn't even called that. It was just, it looks similar to one. Oh, I know a lot about, spiders, fish, and whatnot, chat. Just, you guys got questions about that shit? Let me know. I got all the answers to them. Not all, but I got a lot. More than most people think. Now, let's go back to coral chambers. I need to go back to coral chambers. I really enjoy being here with you, chat. I really do. Alright, let's try it out real quick. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'll go with the lady in red. I don't know, but that sounds like spooky. The lady in red. Canadian folklore. Alright guys, you guys ready for this chat? Or we're gonna get the lady in red from the Canadian folklore. Go to the coral chambers. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am Lord. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, fuck off, cunt. Here we go. Lady in Red, a Canadian folklore story famously refers to as the ghost of Jenny Pearl Cox, a 1940 associate who haunts the Forment Hotel, Vancouver. She is said to have died in a tragic car accident near the hotel in 1944. It is believed to have returned her favorite place. The story has also been associated with her with other locations in Canada. Canada? Jesus, fuck you. My ex makes me say Canada. Canada. I can't say Canada without saying Canada because my ex said it so much, so jokingly, that it's a force of habit for me to just say Canada. Canada. This story has also been associated with other locations. I'm gonna say Canada again. Canada, such as the First Ontario Concert Hall in Hamilton, the abandoned Lower Bay subway station in Ontario, or Toronto. Interesting. Anybody else, chat? I think we might be finally all caught up. Does anybody else want any stories to chat about? State, hometown? You know what, chat? Hold that thought. Alright, you can type it, but I'm gonna get back to it. I want to tell you guys about the lighthouse I was talking about, okay? Remember the lighthouse I was talking about here in Oregon? In Eugene, well, it's not in Eugene, but it's in Oregon. Yeah, I've seen this lighthouse. It's in Florence, Oregon. Florence. So, Antenna, if you're here, hope you know what I'm talking about, bro. I'll get back to it, but I got two stories to tell you guys, low key. I got two houses to show you guys. One's a lighthouse, one's a real house, and they're terrifying. One I've seen. Oh, I've seen both of them, but I've never been to, and I want to. But they look terrifying. We'll be right back. I'm back, chat. Oh, it's Coral Chambers. I already know it's Coral Chambers. I've been needing to listen to some Coral Chambers in my life right now. Help calm my soul. Oh, let me check some shit real quick. Hello, chat. How you guys doing? Hey! Hey! Alright, there we go. Oh shit, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, did you guys not hear about the red dress girl? I thought I did. I might have accidentally shit, I might have read that. It was silent. It's my bad. I thought I got it out, but I might have read that was silent. Oh, that's right. I need to talk about the lighthouse. Florence Lighthouse. Florence Lighthouse History, Oregon. Alright, chat. You guys know the community tab, right? You guys know the community tab. I'm gonna post this in the community tab. I'm gonna go here one of these days, chat. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna take a fucking picture, chat. I'm gonna go here. One of these days, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna show you guys on my chat. Bro, I'm going here, bro. I'm going here. I know exactly where the fuck this is at. This is less than it's like an hour away from where I'm at, chat. It's the most haunted fucking lighthouse I know of. I'll show you guys black and white photos too. Bro, there's so many black and white photos in this goddamn house. Bro, this is the house I was talking about. We're like, I'm pretty sure this would be like the lighthouse keeper and shit. How that all that happened. I want to go here so bad. It's low key beautiful as fuck. But like, you know the history is not that beautiful. It's scary. Oh, chat. That shit's sketchy. I'm about to post it real quick. After photo of a haunted lighthouse still in my home state. Chat, tell me that's not fucking insane looking. That's the same lighthouse, chat. That's the same fucking lighthouse, chat. I just get words can't express this enough, chat, how fucking insane this shit is to me. Chat, you guys have no fucking idea. I bet all you guys think I'm lying right now, bro. I'm gonna show you guys right fucking now the truth. I'm telling you guys, this lighthouse exists. Dude, it's in Florence, Oregon. And I'll never forget about this house. How could I? It's so fucking... It's eerie as fuck, dude. I don't know how to go about it. You can even see it from this mountainside. Oh my god, you can still see it from that. What the fuck? You guys have no idea, bro. Chat. So crazy to me. That's a really good photo. That's a really good photo. That's a super good photo. That was probably taken like 200 years ago. Alright, chat. Florence, Oregon haunted lighthouse. Alright, chat. I got all the photos posted on Google. You guys are about to see this. I'm gonna read the story though, right now. I'm about to read the story right now. Florence, Oregon, lighthouse. Haunted house. Florence, Oregon lighthouse that's haunted. The Hecla Head Lighthouse. Yep, that's what I thought. The Hecla Head Lighthouse, Oregon, Florence. Alright, chat, I got pulled up. I'm ready for the backstory. Hope you guys are ready. Guys, I'm gonna read you this shit, alright? Some real shit from your Moody Blues. The correct name is the Hecla H-E-C-E-T-A Head Lighthouse. The Hecla Head Lighthouse, located in Hecla Head and Lighthouse in St. state scenic viewpoint, about 13 miles north from Florence. It was built in 1894 and is one of the most photographed lighthouses in the Golden Coast. Location, okay, yeah, I'm marking off hours. Yeah. What? Boo! What's the story behind the most haunted lighthouse in Florence, Oregon? There we go. The most haunted lighthouse is the Hecla Head Lighthouse. The ghost story is named Re-Re-Bu-Lived, believed to be the ghost of a former lighthouse keeper's wife who lost her young daughter, and her spirit is said to roam the former keeper's house. Now is an Airbnb. That's crazy. Looking for her child. She is known for her friendly and unplanned activities like misplacing objects and making sounds regarding fortitude. The story of Ray, the lost child. According to legend, Ray's daughter drowned in the sea and is buried, and his unmarked grave is near a lighthouse. The Ouija board named Ray was also received decades ago from a group named Lane County College students use the Ouija board and communicate with the house's spirits. What Ray does. The ghost is reportedly a benevolent presence that floats down hallways, raps on the walls, and moves, rearranges objects. Sometimes witnesses have reported seeing her shimmering in figures in like an elderly woman. Claims of paranormal activity. Since the 1950s, nearly all residents guests have reported unexplainable events in the household. Harmless presence. The bed and breakfast owners embrace Rue's presence and often referring to her as a friendly ghost, gently, kindly reminding her members that this is her house. Okay, this was honestly not that bad. She's just kind of like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, right? That's what I'm about. That's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet, almost. Kind of a sweet ghost story. Kind of sweet. It's a little different, not what I was expecting. Shit, chat, I love y'all, but I think I might need to crash some Z's, man. This was fun. I hope we could do it again, honestly. Especially, we only got like 5 days till Halloween, or 6. Oh, 5 now, but you know, I like doing this with y'all, chat. I hope we could do this again, you know? I don't see why not. It doesn't have to be October for us to do this. Just like conversate, talk about like each other's, you know, homeland cryptids and whatnot. I'm so glad you guys have fun, but I'm gonna take my leave. I love y'all. I'm glad you have fun. Glad y'all are here. Take time throughout the day, you know, be fun and all that, the good things and all that stuff. You guys take care, alright, chat? Until next time, peace. The Moody Blues is in this Moody Blues again. Hold on, I have a song. I have one more statement to make. I might post on my YouTube channel, like on my post, you know, like the Moody community that we got. I might end up posting a song that you guys should go check out. It's from a YouTuber who just started out trying out YouTube, but he makes music and he's really good at making songs. He's only made 2 songs. He made a song about like vibing and whatnot. He made a song about me, how good it is to feel. Literally made a song about me. If I post that shit, I'll love him to wake up in the morning and see like a couple new subscribers. You know, that'd be awesome, chat. So if you guys plan to stay up a little bit, if you guys see that, let me know. If not, it's all good. Hope you guys wake up in the morning, have a good day, have a blessed day. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's all good. I love you guys. You guys are amazing, alright? Never stop being amazing. Never do that. Never, no such thing. Nah, I appreciate you guys. They can ambu it different. You guys take care, bro. You guys take care. Peace.